I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
When you touch away, I'll make you hot, get on you, God, I'll make you wanna say.
Now listen,
Get up,
that's right.
stand up, clap your hands, man. Like, I make you wanna dance, I make you wanna move. I just do sonia, I can put you in the mood.
Hello everyone, welcome to Rachna's Fitness Show. आप सुन रहे हैं रचना को Rachna's Fitness Show पे. This show is all about getting you off the couch and getting you working out. आप हमारा स्टूडियो के नंबर पे हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं. If you have a question about your weight loss, exercise, fitness, nutrition, health से related, आप हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं. फ़ोन नंबर है हमारा स्टूडियो का 408-912-5565. Again, 408-912-5565. Information about me. I'm a fitness expert. I'm the owner of Rachna's Wellness that was started more than about 11 years ago here in Bay Area. अगर आप interested हैं in weight loss programs, fitness programs, if you're interested in being a part of any of our complete weight loss programs, or if you're looking for a personal, someone who could really help you to, let's say, get motivated to be healthy, or if you're looking for someone who could design, personalized meal plans. So we also have all those services available. But again, in general, if you're interested in just in getting in touch with us to see exactly what kind of programs do we offer, or for a specific program, I'll probably give you details soon, which one they're starting. You can always give us a call to get in touch with us. The phone number is 408-320-8111. Again, 408-320-8111. आप हमारी वेबसाइट पे जाके भी हमें विजिट करके ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन गेट ऑल द कॉन्टैक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन. हमारी वेबसाइट है rachnaradio.com, RACHNA, rachnaradio.com. You can always contact us through our Facebook page. Facebook page, go find Rachna Radio, and that's another way to get in touch with us too. Again, we do have a lot of different programs. Just to name a few, we do have programs like post-pregnancy weight loss program. We also have just abs, different levels, and I kind of, pick the names based upon what they might provide you. Like, for example, post-pregnancy is, of course, designed for women who've had kids in the last some years. It really works on getting you back stronger. It really works on getting a lot of your belly fat, again, a flatter stomach again. And that's one thing for post-pregnancy, because that's what a lot of women struggle after having kids is, not having a flatter stomach, or just feeling weak all the time, or just feeling drained all the time. So that's that. And then if you're looking for the Just Abs program, like the program says it, and it's for men and women, it says Just Abs. That means we're going to work a lot on the abs. That means it's a lot of extreme core training. If you're looking for like a really good, core program to really work on the abs and lose a lot of belly fat tensions, and that's a program for you. Then we also have a lot of programs like complete weight loss programs, or 3-month programs, where of course I'm going to focus on all over of the body. All over throughout the body. And then we also have a program like a challenge, let's say a Desi 30-day fitness challenge, where it's going to be a challenge. That means those 30 days are going to be hard, but they're going to be fantastic. Every day you're going to look forward to doing something different with me. And then we also have a program which is called an ultra fat burner, the UFB program. That means it's really going to focus on really burn a lot of fat. That's the whole focus. So those are just some of the programs. Now, all of these programs can be done on site. Or if you do not live local, you can always do these programs wherever that you live. I do have a lot of my clients who do not live local and back in India or in a different state. If you're listening to my show and you are interested in being part of any of these programs, or you have friends and family that you think might be benefited from a program like this, you're definitely welcome to forward the information to them. But again, all the programs can be done from wherever that you live. You do not have to be local. If you're local, I would, of course, love to see you. But if you cannot come down or you do not live local, you're definitely welcome to call me, get in touch with me, and then we'll see exactly which program, and I will of course schedule programs for you accordingly. कि आपकी coaching घर से होगी, आपके workouts घर से होंगे, आपको meal plans मिलेंगे. So it's a pretty simple to follow system that I've designed, and it's been working, of course, very nice. I've been doing this for more than 11 years now. Or maybe 12. I've been doing these radio shows for started back in 2009, or 2010, yes. So yeah, it's been about more than 7+ years I've been doing this radio shows every Wednesday, coming in at noon. We do take a live calls. अगर आपके पास क्वेश्चन है अपनी एक्सरसाइज से रिलेटेड, न्यूट्रिशन से रिलेटेड, आप हमें भी स्टूडियो पे कॉल कर सकते हैं, या फिर एनी ऑफ द टॉपिक दैट वी टॉक अबाउट, इफ यू वांट टू जंप इन एंड शेयर समथिंग इंटरेस्टिंग फ्रॉम योर व्हाट यू experienced, or just a question in general. Let's say you've been looking to lose weight and something is not working out for you. Give me a call. I'll be exactly happy to hear exactly what you're doing and point you exactly in the right direction what you should be doing. And the phone number to get in touch with us right now, studio ka hai 408-912-5565. Again, 408-912-5565. I'm going to repeat my starting statement of my show that I've been starting my show. I have not changed my statement for the last 7 years. I've started my show every time saying this show is all about getting you off the couch and getting you working out, which means please don't be couch potato. Please do not be sitting on the couch all the time. Please do not come back from work at 5 or 6 in the evening and just go sit on the couch. Please don't send your kids at 9 in the to school and go sit on the couch, or friends or whatever, and just chit chat and eat and whatever for the next 2 hours or 3 hours. I mean, and then you cannot complain that you're gaining weight, because that lifestyle is going to make you gain weight. You have to be active. You have to go do stuff. And then for some reason, if you're still finding reasons to say that you don't have time to exercise, you don't have time to keep yourself fit, you are lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. I don't care if you're lying to anyone else, but you are lying to yourself. I definitely do not believe that someone cannot find about 30-something minutes in a day to go find time for themselves. So they have a better body that they cannot just complain. If you are complaining, maybe you just want to complain. But if you wanted to change yourself, you definitely can. Go find those 30 minutes, schedule time. You have time to go drop your kids. You have time to go to work. You have time to go drive. You have time to go grocery shopping. You have time to call your parents or friends or whatever. I mean, if you have time for everything else, why wouldn't you have 30 minutes for yourself so you could be a nice and a fit person and not complain? So, oh well, that's the story. So if you're interested in someone that could push you, lead you, get you there, you're welcome to give me a call. I'll be happy to, get you started so that you are a healthier, fitter, and a thinner person. Number to get in touch with me for any of our weight loss programs is 408-320-8111. Again, 408-320-8111. And I'm proud to say I've never had a failed story at my center for the last 12 years that I've been running my Rachna's Wellness. So if you're looking for a success story for yourself and be a success story yourself, you're definitely welcome to give us a call. Okay, so let's get ready for our studio. This is something that I know I was talking about last Wednesday, and we never got a chance to kind of finish this topic. So let's go talk a little bit more in detail about this. We were talking about kids, children. About children's diet, and whatnot. So this is something we talked about. I don't think we had time to finish the topic. So let's talk about this. So when I was talking about it, you just cannot force your child to eat food. And that's a concern that a lot of people have, especially when the kids are growing up. My kid does not eat. So we talked about, I'm just going to kind of repeat a little, some of the little points, and we'll of course go a little bit more detail, but you're welcome to give me a call अगर आपको कोई question है इस topic से. हमारा studio का number है अभी 408-912-5565. Okay, so I was, one thing I'm saying that if you pressurize your kid to eat more, they're just going to eat even less. But that's just not going to work out. It is definitely just not going to work out. And the researchers there, and in fact, I'll probably share one experiment with you, is when they told a group of children to finish their food and let another group of children eat as much as they wanted. The children who were told to finish their food actually ate less than the ones who were left alone. They also made, and the kids or the children who were forced to eat food also kind of started making a lot of nasty comments about the food if the food doesn't look good. And you know how kids are. I mean, they could everything could be funny for them. So that's what they found out. So if you're forcing your kid thinking that they're going to end up eating more, that is just not going to happen. Another thing I wanted to mention is children naturally don't eat too much. They just don't. They don't eat much. They don't eat very much. It's us. It's us that's the problem. हमें भूख ज़्यादा लगती है. हम ज़्यादा खाना खाते हैं. हमें समझ नहीं आता कि कब बंद करना है. बच्चों में प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है. So हम लोग अपनी same feelings अपने kids के ऊपर डालते हैं सोच के कि you're supposed to eat, but kids know it. When they're full, they're full. They're gonna walk away. You've seen that starting from their babies. If they want to drink 2 ounce milk, they're gonna 2 ounce milk. You can't force another ounce into their body. You just can't. They're gonna spit it out. So they are more in tune. It's funny. I mean, shouldn't we be more in tune with our body and eat the amount that we're required, which a lot of people we don't. I mean, that's the reason we end up overeating. Eating is comforting for us, but not for the kids. So children mostly eat less than half the calories an adult needs. This may seem alarming to a parent who wonders how a human being, can live on that kind of a little quantity. Unless a child is one of the very rare children who has an eating disorder, he will eat enough to be healthy. Period. He's going to eat enough. He or she is going to eat enough to be healthy. Interestingly, researchers have found out that eating less food, as long as it is healthy, can actually make humans live longer. This is, of course, not a reason to, of course, restrict your child's food supply. That was not the point. But again, you rest be assured that if your child naturally has a light appetite, this may help him to live a longer and a healthier life as long as the food he's getting is healthy. Another thing I also wanted to say is that pressurizing destroys your child's natural appetite. Like I said, children are more in touch with their natural appetite than adults are. Eating when they aren't hungry can feel disgusting and painful. You have to respect their natural sense of hunger. If your child can maintain this natural sense of eating when he's hungry and stopping when he's not, he will have a powerful weapon against the culture of recreational eating that we all adults are used to, emotional eating, that we now think that we shouldn't be having. But again, we are the ones who forced it on our kids when they were growing older, when they were little babies. So, and also, like I said, pressurizing children into eating more food, many times makes them just hate food. Adults with food aversions, and I think that's where it comes from. All adults have some kind of food aversions, right? They hate some kind of a food. Often track their aversion to a time when someone is forced or someone forced them to eat a food they don't like. Researchers found that 72% of adults who were forced to eat a food when they were children said that they permanently refused to eat that specific food for the rest of their lives. And I've specifically seen that with fruits. Let's pick it that way. Or let's say banana. I'm just going to pick that for an example. It's a very easy food for, parents to give it to the kids. And I've heard it all the time कि हम अपने बच्चों को या तो कोई बनाना देंगे या कोई फ्रूट काट के देंगे, बच्चे को फ्रूट खाना चाहिए, बच्चे को फ्रूट खाना चाहिए. अब वो बड़े होके वही बच्चों को वही स्पेसिफिक फ्रूट नहीं अच्छे लगते हैं. So it's funny, but that's true. Like I said, researchers prove that, right? So जब force किया गया कोई खाना स्पेसिफिक खाने के लिए, they found out when these kids further became adults, they permanently refused to eat that specific food for the rest of their lives. So if you don't let your child get up from the table until he, let's say, finishes green beans. Isn't that something that we've heard? You have to finish your vegetable. Sabzi khatam karoge tab uthoge. Tab tak aap ut nahi sakte. वो बच्चा बैठा रहेगा plate के आगे बहुत देर तक. You may, in a wrong way, right way, whatever, create a green bean hater for the rest of the life. Or some specific vegetable, right? So don't do that. Some children may rebel against the pressure to eating by refusing to eat anything now. Okay, when the parents ask them just to clean the plate before they get off the table. So these experiences taught them to tolerate and again, for some children, pressurizing may work too well. Overweight adults often attribute their weight problems to their childhood, right? And a lot of people are overweight. They'll probably go back and trace back saying they were the ones who would indulge in quite a bit of calories. So that's true too. When the parents made them clean their plate or repeatedly asked them to if they wanted more food, and that's a custom, especially in the desi culture में बहुत common है किसी को पूछते रहना कि और चाहिए, which is a very good thing of respect, which is nice. But again, at a point, we need to stop, right? कि हम लोग की इतनी आदत होती है, sometimes a lot of people they just force themselves to eating food. It just happens, right? Repeatedly आपको और रोटी चाहिए, आपको एक और ले लो, थोड़ा सा खा लो. Now it becomes a habit that बहुत जल्दी habit हो जाती है overeating होने की. Okay, not all obese adults start out obese. Your skinny kid could become an obese kid if he learns to eat even when he's not hungry, right? So don't force it. There's definitely absolutely no reason for you to force your kid. Okay, another interesting thing. ये तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात है. तो बहुत बार लोग हमेशा वंडर करते हैं कि माय सन और माय डॉटर इज जस्ट नॉट ग्रोइंग इनफ, कि उनकी हाइट लंबी नहीं हो रही है, उनके क्लास में सब उनसे बाकी बहुत लंबे हैं, ये लंबे नहीं हो रहे हैं, तो मैं उनको खाना भी ज़्यादा दे सकती हूँ, फिर भी नहीं कुछ हो रहा है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, शॉर्ट चिल्ड्रन won't go taller if they pressure into eating more. That's not going to happen. So if you are thinking कि आपके बच्चे की हाइट बड़ी नहीं हो रही है, and you should be rather pressurizing them and eating more food, पे भी nutrients नहीं जा रहे हैं, and that's the reason they're not growing their height or whatever, they're not getting taller, and That's not going to happen. So short children are not going to grow taller if they're pressured into eating more. Some parents, like I said, of their short children think that if the child eats more, they will catch up with their taller friends. As long as your child is getting enough protein and vitamins and minerals, and they might as well get from a little bit small quantity, eating more won't make them grow taller faster. It's probably going to make them maybe fatter and unhealthier, or maybe teaching them to, eat when they're not even hungry. But just pushing food into them is not going to grow them to make them grow taller. Okay, so mix and match. All I can say, suggestions for you. I know a lot of kids don't like vegetables. That's okay. Pick a vegetable they like. Make more of that. I know, of course, they should be eating all vegetables. We all know that, but they will get off. And especially when the kids, I would say, especially kids, when they get to 10, 11, 12, 13 age, pressurizing them into eating vegetables is just not going to do it. I know we all want them to eat vegetables, but then it's just not going to work. It's sad, but it's not going to work. So you have to leave them alone, give them a little of the space, let them pick the vegetables they want. You make them. Maybe give them lesser options if they have options that are at home. If they have cookies sitting at home, or if they have, let's say, sandwich sitting at home, of course you're going to go for a sandwich then, let's say a sabzi or a cucumber or whatever. So I would say just give them lesser options at home and don't ask them to eat. And since they don't have an option, bhook to lagegi. Jab bhook lagegi, anyone eats everything, right? We all know that, and it kind of applies to us too. Right? And I think I should probably again put that right in there, rub that right in there. Ki same thing applies to all of us, and especially all of you, जिनको हमेशा weight से problem होती है, munching की problem होती है. अगर आप अपने घर में healthy snacks रखोगे सिर्फ और unhealthy नहीं रखोगे, होंगे नहीं खाने के लिए, right? You cannot go complain yourself, but like a lot of people say कि हम 5 बजे घर पहुंचते हैं, 6 बजे घर पहुंचते हैं, उस टाइम बहुत भूख लगी होती है, उस टाइम तो बस कुछ समझ नहीं आता, उस टाइम बहुत मन करता है बस भुजिया खाओ, तो मत रखो, मत ले गया. I mean, it's not simple to understand. अगर आप ला के रखोगे, आपके काउंटर पे पड़ी होगी, आपके फ्रिज में पड़ी होगी, आपके whatever place that you put whatever bhujiyas and namkeens and whatever they are, क्यों नहीं खाओगे? भूख तो लगी है. It is so easy, it is so tempting, it is so comforting. So I always tell people, please do not grocery shop empty stomach. Empty stomach ये सब चीजें इतनी स्वाद लगती हैं. In fact, double स्वाद लगती हैं for some weird reason. क्योंकि दिमाग उस टाइम काम नहीं करता empty stomach, तो फिर सिर्फ whatever the stomach says, emotional eating says, and that's when you end up picking up in your grocery cart. So do not shop empty stomach. So all I would say is that from today onwards, remember, if there's something that is your weakness in eating food, don't stock it. Just don't bring it. And going back to the kids topic or the children topic again, if they like something very good, you can't bring it at home and then say, आप ये vegetable सारी खत्म करोगे, मैं फिर वो दूंगा. बच्चा बोलेगा, मैं तो खाई नहीं ना, मेरे को तो सिर्फ वही चाहिए. So that's something that's not going to work many times too for mostly all the kids. So don't get in the mode of, rewarding them. If you eat this, I'm going to reward this. If you eat this, I'm going to reward this. I mean, that becomes a very, like I said, and I think that's when, if I underline the problem, I think that is what becomes the underlying problem. When people have busy day, जब हम अपने आप को बच्चों को रिवॉर्ड करते हैं किसी चीज़ से कि आप इतना सारा अच्छा खाना खाओगे, तो अब आपको हम ये वाली एक ऐसे देंगे, right? And let's see, I was going to go back and talk about, yes. So if you probably say if you're going to go give your kids this much and then you're going to reward themselves with this kind of thing. And I think that becomes an adult behavior too. Very soon enough, it becomes an adult behavior where we have a busy day, we want to reward ourselves with, a bowl of namkeen. If you had a busy day, we want to reward ourselves with an ice cream. If you had a busy day, we're going to reward ourselves with, let's say, anything, whatever that unhealthy thing is. So you're rewarding a behavior hota hai to have something get done and you reward yourself with something about eating. I think it's just, it's just not the right way of doing things. So maybe you want to stop doing that for yourself and your kids, and it might be a very good thing for you to do. Notice what triggers you into pressuring your child to eat. As a parent, you naturally feel anxious, right? When your child isn't doing something that you think is, healthy, like eating not enough or whatever. Reassure yourself that in all of the rarest of cases, children will eat enough food to survive and be healthy. Notice the times when you feel tempted to pressure your child to eat. Relax. Take a deep breath. Smile and say to yourself, oh well. Trust me, this oh well word works many times to say, oh well. His brain knows how much he needs to eat. His body knows how much he needs to eat. Just go distract yourself. Don't be worried too much about it. Okay. What you could do instead of pressurizing, if I would talk in the positive direction now, um, sit down and eat the same food as your child. And that is something I've heard it so many times. I've heard it so many times. I keep asking my kids to eat vegetables. I tell them to eat fruits. And if I would ask them, do you eat the same with them while they're eating? No. You're not setting an example for them. So sit down and eat the same food as you're offering your child at the same time, at the same place. Children often need to try food many times before they like it too. So sometimes it might be, you have to do it a couple times and they might just start enjoying the food after a couple times. Okay. Feed your child healthy foods for each meal and be patient in the knowledge that they're eventually going to start liking them. Okay. All I can say is don't worry. Set up a good example. Your child picks up all the attitude, the attributes, the behaviors, including your meal eating habits too. Preschoolers especially when they're younger, maybe in still elementary school, they love to copy what their parents do. They are likely to mimic your table manners, your likes, your dislikes, your willingness to try new foods, your physical activities, your health, your fitness, everything. They're just going to try to follow it with you. Okay, eat together, cook together. Maybe that's another very good idea. I would always encourage you to help you prepare meals. Maybe they can cut some vegetables or whatever that's easy for them to do. Teach your child to tear lettuce. Add vegetables. If you're making a pizza at home, let them chop vegetables, let them wash vegetables, whatever that it takes. Okay, keep things positive. Okay, so that was our topic wanted to talk about today. I know we started talking about, wanted to finish up this talk about the kids options. So आप सुन रहे हैं रचना को रचना फिटनेस शो पे. अगर आपके पास अभी कोई क्वेश्चन है आप हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं. हमारा स्टूडियो का नंबर है 408-912-5565 408-912-5565. ये है स्टूडियो का नंबर. If you're interested in getting in touch with me, we do have a lot of programs for kids, also for teenagers, weight loss programs, health programs, fitness programs, healthy maybe nutritional counseling programs. We do have a lot of different programs available. Or in general, if you're looking for a complete weight loss program solution for you, we do have, let's see, what is the next batch starting? We do have a next batch, I think starting on 15th of June, a 3-month weight loss program, there's a post-pregnancy weight loss program starting just about the same weekend. And then we also have a Just Abs Level 2 starting about the same weekend. So if you're interested in any of these batches, you're definitely welcome to give me a call. So we have a post-pregnancy weight loss program starting around June 15th and the Just Abs Level 2 also starting around June 15th. So if you're interested in any of these batches or you're interested in getting information to see which program works for you better, you're welcome to give me a call. Phone number to get in touch with me is 408-320-8111. Again, 408-320-8111. You can always contact us through my website, rachnaradio.com, RACHNA, rachnaradio.com. Or you can always contact us through my Facebook page. Facebook pe jaake go find Rachna Radio, RACHNA, Rachna Radio, and then that's another way to get in touch with us. Also wanted to mention we also have our own brand line of protein powders, vitamins, probiotics. अगर आप इनमें से कुछ भी order करना चाहते हैं, we have our own line of protein powders in chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry flavors. Amazing. हमारे जितने भी प्रोटीन पाउडर्स, vitamins, supplements, ये सारे के सारे are non-GMO formula. They're not genetically modified, coming from. We do have a couple of callers. We'll get to them in just a second. So wanted to mention, but again, yes, अगर आप इनमें से हमारे protein powders order करना चाहते हैं या फिर हमारे vitamins, we do have a very good vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 combination. Then we also have our multivitamins, which are all fruits and fruit-based and vegetable-based multivitamins. And then we also have our probiotics. And then we also have Trifla. And so a couple of other things. If you're interested in buying any of these, आप उनको हमारी website के through order कर सकते हैं. You can come and pick them up, or we can ship them to you pretty much worldwide. Or you can always call and place the order over the phone. The phone number to get in touch with us, 408-320-8111. Again, 408-320-8111. We're going to be talking to, I don't think we have the name of the person here. Hello, how are you and what is your name, please? Okay, I think whoever that was got disconnected. You're welcome to give us a call back. Again, studio number 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. ये studio का number अभी call करने के लिए हमें. Again, to get registered, complete weight loss program, post-pregnancy weight loss program, and the Just Abs Level 2 are starting around June 15th. complete 3-month programs where I'm going to sit down. First of all, the very first process is going to be to kind of getting to know you. And of course, you're getting to know me too. From there on, we're going to start with taking a bunch of measurements around the body. And then I'm also going to do a testing on you. If you come down, if you're remote, that's a different thing. But if you're coming down, a testing is going to be done on you, which is called the body's metabolic testing, metabolism testing. That tells me exactly what your calorie intake should be, so that it should be less than what you need, and it also shouldn't be too much more. So that's how the testing helps us. So that's the metabolism testing, and pretty much everything we're going to track it in terms of how much weight you're losing, how many specific inches you're losing from all separate areas of the body every single week. So I know how exactly I'm going to monitor and alter the program for you moving forward. So it's a 3-month course where this is going to keep happening all throughout every single week. And then from there on, we're going to follow complete exercise programs, exercise sessions, which you can attend coming down to the center. You can also be coached, and you can be attending all the sessions remotely. And of course, we're also going to be following healthy, desi nutrition meal plans. So all the meal plans are going to keep changing every single week. So we follow different meal plans one week to another week to another week based upon your progress. So it's a complete weight loss program that will change you. All I can say, I'm not going to make you diet. I'm not going to make you only exercise. I'm going to just make you healthy. I'm going to make you thinner. I'm going to make you all I can say, a life-changing aspect, something they can follow for the rest of your life, something that is well enough for your body to handle, that you're not feeling weak, but you're actually feeling energetic, something that will become a lifestyle soon, and enjoy, the weight loss and the inches loss. I mean, who doesn't want to be thinner? Everyone wants to be. Every person has at least some goal or more goal, whatever those goals are. Come and call, talk to me, and I'll be happy to help you and get to your goals. The phone number to get registered or set up an appointment to come and talk to me is 408-320-8111. Again, 408-320-8111. Okay. Another important study, in fact, I wanted to talk about a lot of people. I get this all the time. Artificial sweeteners. Itna nuksan hai inka ki I just cannot even stress it enough. I just cannot. So what I did, I put down everything specifically, and I'm going to explain it to you why you should not be having artificial sweeteners in any form. तो अगर अपने चाय में Splenda डालते हो, sucralose डालते हो, aspartame डालते हो, stop it right away. Not even one more cup of chai, not even one more diet soda, just not even one more. They are definitely not at all worth it. Not even one. So if you have been using it until now for whatever reason, right away, throw it out. You just cannot be. Okay, and let me maybe explain to you a couple more reasons to be a little bit more, promising away so that you know why I'm telling you. Okay. Mounting evidence shows against diet soda. Okay. I'm just going to put diet soda. And again, the reason I'm saying soda because that's a common thing. But a lot of people put these artificial sweetness in, chai and coffee and whatever. So perfectly fine. It applies to all of these different things wherever any artificial sweetener goes. When I say artificial sweeteners, we're talking about sucralose, aspartame. Sucralose is a Splenda brand. Aspartame, of course, I think is a Sweet and Low brand. But all these things, Equal is another thing, which is saccharin. So all of these things have to be absolutely zero in your body. So I'm going to explain you, or maybe give you a little bit more details so that it's a little bit more, a stronger reason why you should be leaving all these things. So drinking just any artificially sweetened beverage a day can increase your risk of stroke and dementia by 3 times. Now tell me, do you still want to keep taking that Splenda? I'm going to keep asking you this question every single time. So drinking just one artificially sweetened beverage a day can increase the risk of stroke and dementia by 3 times. Drinking 2 of similar drinks, which is something that's sweetened with an artificial sweetener a day, can dramatically increase your risk of an early death from heart disease. Consumption of diet soda is associated with 36% increased risk of metabolic syndrome, which means, of course, diabetes, and a 67% increased risk of type 2 diabetes compared if you weren't consuming that at all. Those are some crazy high numbers. We're not talking about maybe who knows when. These are some really high numbers. At the peak of its popularity in 2005, I think 2005 when the Splenda brand or the diet sodas were really high, 3 billion cases of, I was looking, but those are interesting numbers, 3 billion cases of diet soda were sold in 1 year. This beverage has, a lot of people now know. Some people still don't. I don't know how they missed out on this, but a lot of people still don't. But of course, like I said, 2005, when it was on the peak, there were 3 billion cases of diet soda sold in 1 year. Now, in about 2016, it's only about 834 million cases. That means it's fallen down by 27%. Nice. But there's still a lot of people. So that means diet soda still makes about 25% of the carbonated beverages sold in the US. Undoubtedly, many of them still believe, and that's the whole sad part. A lot of people who are taking these artificial sweeteners still believe that they are making a healthier choice. And I've seen this. I've seen this with friends and family around me, and I've been telling them. And at some point, of course, you have to back off. But I've seen people like, at parties and stuff. I mean, people and girls and women and who are trying to be thinner. They say, "Oh, I just want diet soda. Do you have diet?" And I feel sad for them. I mean, I'm not going to stand in the middle of a party and give a lecture to people, but I can at least on my radio show have the right to do that. You can listen to me or not, but I'm going to tell you. But I'm not going to start in the middle of a party. Someone invited me and I'm going to say, why do you have diet soda? I'm not going to do that. But I see it happening all the time. But this is the platform that I'm using you that I can tell you that please don't. It is so bad for you. Extremely bad for you. And the idea that diet soda is healthy in any absolutely possible way is one of the most biggest prevailing myths. If you're one of the nearly half of the US adults who consume artificial, half of the US still consumes some kind of artificial sweetener. I've seen it. अब तो Indian products पे इतनी use हो रही है and India में तो I think ये number बहुत high हो गया. I've seen this happening all the time. यानी I think क्योंकि India में सब कुछ delay होता है क्योंकि यहाँ पे 2005 में इतनी बहुत high थी तो वहाँ पे अब जाके बहुत high हो रही है. So a lot of people who still don't know are now taking maybe diet sodas or they're using Splenda for their sweetness. If you have friends and family who live back in India who've been consuming this, just tell them right away to stop it. Just right away. It's like I said, I'm going to give you a little bit more numbers, to give these, to make it a little bit my side, more stronger. But like I said, if you're one of the nearly half of the US adults who consume artificial sweeteners, mostly in the form of diet soda, or of course, a lot of people, desi people, chai mein dal ke lete hain, coffee mein dal ke peete hain, it's important that you let in with the truth. And a lot of kids too. It shows, I was reading one of the numbers, about 25%, 1/4 of the kids living in this country consume diet stuff. So if you drink a lot of soda or even a little, you're putting your health at risk. I'm going to repeat again. What are the health risks of diet soda? First of all, stroke and dementia. Again, let me give you the studio number. If you have a question or a general question अपने exercise, health, nutrition, fitness या फिर हमारे किसी topic से related, आप call कर सकते हैं 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. ये है studio का number अभी call करने के लिए. Okay. Risk of, like I said, the first is stroke and dementia. Drinking just one artificially sweetened beverage a day can increase the risk of stroke and dementia by 3 times. Okay. Even drinking about 1 to 6 artificially sweetened beverages a week is linked to 2.6% greater risk of stroke comparing to not drinking any. There was a 2012 study similarly found that people who drank diet soft drinks were 43% more likely to have suffered a vascular event, including a stroke. So, 43% more likely. 43%. The people who were drinking diet stuff had 43% more chance out of those ones who suffered. 43% of people who had some kind of diet something. We're going to move some callers. Let's go and take a call from Satya. Hi, Satya. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Hi, Rachna. The question that I had is, in terms of dairy products, I know there's a lot of information in terms of milk and the hormones and stuff. So what do you think of raw milk? Is that a better alternative?
Yes. In fact, I did a show. That's a good point. I'll probably do that again. I think about a couple of years ago, I did a show where I talked about every single milk that can exist on the face of this planet. So we, of course, talked about raw milk. Yes. Now, having said that, there's a scare factor, of course, a little that comes with raw milk. As long as you're getting the raw milk from a local place, and mostly a lot of people do, and you consume it within 2 days or something, raw milk has a lot of benefits. And the reason it has benefits is because it has not been homogenized. It has not been pasteurized. And those are the 2 things that kill all the good bacteria. And the reason anything is pasteurized because they want to kill bacteria, right? But again, remember, all these especially yogurt, milk has lactobacillus. I mean, and milk has a lot of good bacteria in it. If they're killing bad bacteria, they're also killing a lot of the good bacteria. So all those probiotics and all the good stuff that comes along with milk is all gone. So that's what pasteurization does. So it really kills everything. And homogenization is another small thing. What it does, it actually mixes everything all together. So your milk looks nice and pretty. It doesn't look like, it has the layer of fat on the top. Are you still there, Satra? If you got disconnected, I'm not sure. You're still there.
So is there any particular brand or something that we should look at? Because this is not available in the organic food shops, right? Like Whole Foods and stuff. So you
No,
have
Whole
to
Foods has raw milk. Whole Foods has raw milk. You'll find Sprouts has raw milk. I haven't seen it in Safeway in those kind of stores, but Trader Joe's has raw milk. Sprouts has raw milk. Whole Foods definitely has raw milk. Farmers Market might have raw milk also. No, you will definitely find it. I've seen it. Sprouts has it all the time, but they have a
just
very
boil,
less shelf life, so you want to make sure that you take it and then you consume it fast enough.
and you have to boil it just like the way we do back home, right?
You would boil it just the way you do back home. And that's the whole good thing about some people don't even boil it, but I would say boil it. I would say at least be in the same because it happens when we boil it at home. It's just what 100 degrees is what we're boiling it at, right? But jab, I forgot the number. I probably remember the number again. But when they pasteurize and they homogenize it, that number is some crazy. I don't know, like 700, 800 degrees or something for 2 seconds. So they get the milk high at a very high temperature, and that's called ultra pasteurization. So where the milk was boiled at an extremely high temperature for just barely 2 seconds, and it's quickly cooled down, and that's ultra high UFP milk. So that's something we should be avoiding, of course. I would definitely say for sure. But yeah, so I would say there's basically no brand. Raw milk is mostly going to be coming from, because first of all, it can be transported. So big companies won't even get in the raw milk business, first of all, because a lot of big companies have, farmers and stuff which are spread out. So you'll never find raw milk coming from, let's say, a big company. I'm going to pick, let's say, whatever the Beverly Hills. I forgot what's the Berkeley Hills. I said Beverly Hills or something. It's funny. But yes, so you won't find raw milk from all these big companies. But yes, a lot of local markets or farmers will sell the raw milk. So it won't be any brand that you should be looking for. As long as, I would say, just stay local. Get for the farmers market. That's the best way to get raw milk.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. But again, yeah, raw milk has a lot of health benefits. I wanted to mention is that. So if you haven't tried that, but again, yes, it comes with a little bit of scare factor because it's raw. That means it was never pasteurized. So I know sometimes people get a little scared about getting raw milk. There's nothing to be scared about. But again, if you are, at least try non-homogenized milk. I would definitely try that. So pasteurization is something where it's heated. So I would say do not get ultra pasteurized milk. Get basic pasteurized milk. That means it's not being boiled at extremely high temperature, but at least get non-homogenized milk. So at least you can do half of the benefit by getting non-homogenized milk. So at least you can try that if anyone is still scared of raw milk. But raw milk has a lot of benefits. It makes your immune system so much stronger. It has so much good bacteria in it. And that is what we all lack. I mean, हम इतना ज़्यादा सब कुछ आजकल सब कुछ pasteurize के मिलता है सब कुछ in fact people find it nice कि pasteurize है कि it's healthy for you and whatnot. We're killing all the bacteria. And I have to again rub this in. I know I've told this initially many times. ये जो हम एंटीबैक्टीरियल अपने हाथ में हमेशा लगाते रहते हैं, सोप एंटीबैक्टीरियल यूज़ करते हैं, हैंड सैनिटाइजर अपने हाथ में हमेशा लगाते रहते हैं. वी थिंक इट्स नाइस फॉर अस. आई हैव नेवर यूज्ड इट एंड आई विल नेवर यूज इट माई सेल्फ एंड आई हैव बीन टेलिंग पीपल जस्ट डोंट. You're killing all the bacteria in your body. You're thinking you're killing the germs in the body. More than that, you're actually killing all the good bacteria in your body, and that's when your body starts to get weak and weak and weaker and weaker and weaker day by day, month by month, year by year. So, and that's when your digestive system goes bad, your immune system goes bad because आपकी body में कोई bacteria है ही नहीं fight करने के लिए to all any of the germs that are in in the environment. So, I have never used hand sanitizer on my hands. I don't. I'll just go wash my hands if I have to. Get regular soap. But these antibacterial soaps and hand sanitizers जो लोग हमेशा अपने हाथ पे दिन में 4-4 बार लगाते हैं, बच्चों के लगाते रहते हैं, I don't. There's no reason for you to do that. We've grown up. हम जब बड़े हो रहे थे हमको तो hand sanitizer लगाते थे. We all grew up to be fine. If you just remember that. If you still don't believe me, right? When you're all growing up back in India, when was the last time you remember कि हमें स्कूल में 6 बार hand sanitizer मिलता था? When was the last time you remember कि हमें घर में हमारी मम्मी या पापा हमें फादर हमें देते थे 6 बार hand sanitizer लगाने के लिए? बाहर से आओ hand sanitizer कुछ नहीं था, कैसे हाथ धो के आओ, that's it. So why can't we go back to the basics? Okay, we're going to move on to another caller, Ashok. Hi Ashok, how are you?
Hi, yeah. So I'm doing good. So I have a question. Actually, how about almond milk that is 100% lactose and dairy free? Is it good?
Almond milk? Yes, almond milk is nice. Remember, I mean, I could probably go a lot more detail, but the reason you're drinking almond milk is because, give me a reason why you are drinking almond milk. Why do you think you should be drinking it? Is there a reason that you're drinking? Are you lactose intolerant?
Yes.
You are lactose intolerant. Have you tried lactose-free milk, or the which is a lactic acid that they already have that added, or the lactase enzyme is already digested? Have you tried that, and still that doesn't work for you?
Yeah, actually, this is actually lactose free, right? So this is 100% lactose and dairy free.
Yeah, almond milk is of course going to be because it's made from almonds. There's no lactose in it. Almond milk is basically, you can get it from store. You can also make your own almond milk. All you take is almonds, you soak them in water for maybe good overnight, and then and that's it. And then you just put in a blender, all mix with a fine blender. That's just pretty much what almond milk is. And in stores, when they sell it, they of course liquefy it a little bit so that it's not extremely high in calories, because if you make it at home, it's extremely, but that's it. There's just almonds and water. That's pretty much what the ingredients for almond milk should be. A couple things. I mean, I know I was talking about something else, but I could probably, when you get almond milk, please make sure there's no carrageenan added to it. A lot of almond milks add carrageenan, which is really bad for the body. Even organic brands do. So one thing I personally love almond milk. I'm not saying that there's a need for everyone to substitute with almond milk, unless you don't have to, But if you are taking almond milk because you're lactose intolerant, I would definitely say get almond milk, look at the ingredients of the back. Pretty much it should be almonds and water, or maybe one or two other things, some stuff, but no carrageenan. Guar gum is fine, but no carrageenan. A lot of companies put it, but carrageenan does a lot of bad to the body. It works against triglycerides and whatnot. So having said that, I just gave you a little insight here. So buy almond milk if you are lactose intolerant, that's fine. Second thing I wanted to mention is that if you are lactose intolerant, what I would suggest you is trying A2 milk. Now, have you been lactose intolerant since you were a kid back in India or wherever that you're from?
Yes, yeah.
So you've been lactose intolerant even while you were growing up, not just when you moved to this country. Hello?
Okay.
Now, I was asking you a question. Have you been lactose intolerant even back when you moved, when you were not in this country, or have you been lactose intolerant only coming to this country?
So only in this country. I noticed actually a couple of months back, but when I travel to India, actually I don't see any issue.
Exactly. So let me suggest you something which is, I've suggested to so many people it works fine. You have to go what is called A2 milk. I know I talked about this. A2 milk. I don't know if do you know what A2 milk is?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. So let me explain you in a very simple way what is A2 milk. There are two types of cows, A1 cows and A2 cows. The cows that are found back in India and all those Asian countries are a cow that are A2. It's based upon the kind of protein they have, but that's how they name the cows. But it's a protein. The milk mein jo protein hota hai is called A2 protein. So that's the reason the cows back in Asian countries and India are called A2 cows. The cows that live are in these countries, the Western world countries, are A1 cows. So that means the milk that we get from normally, that we pick up milk from the grocery store shelves, is A1 milk. And that's the reason I asked. So what you are intolerant is to the A1 protein probably, not just the milk here. And that's the reason when you go back in India, you feel perfectly fine. So that's a lot of people figure this out. So now it's very common to find. In fact, it's pretty cheaper. It's not that bad also. And since A2 milk is not on a big, huge scale, so you don't really even have to go to organic A2 milk because the cows are very limited that are in A2s. Anything that gets on a bigger scale is when they start feeding them antibiotics and stuff. But A2 milk in general is a very healthy milk. A lot of people who have these issues are perfectly fine going with A2 milk. But similarly, but like I said, the difference is that it's just coming from A2 cows as opposed to A1 cows. So it's the milk similar to what you get back in India. So I would definitely suggest you trying that because milk has a lot of its own good benefits. So you don't want to be avoiding all those good stuff by just going to almond milk. Like I said, almond milk is fine, but try A2 milk and you will find in all stores, wherever the regular milk is, you will find it comes in like a cardboard box. It doesn't come in the really big containers, but it comes in a cardboard like the, whatever that size is, and it's called A2 milk.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling. So that's an issue I've seen with so many people, and a lot of people think that they're lactose intolerant, and I'm so sorry. Doctors should be knowing a little bit more about this, for some reason. But yeah, they don't. So, oh well. So studio number back again, 408-912-5565. So like I said, doctors should be knowing more, or they at least should be spending more time. But I'm so sorry to say that in many cases, I just don't see doctors giving the information. Either they don't know, or they just don't have the time to explain this to you. But again, you just cannot assume. A lot of people assume that they're lactose intolerant just because they have some digestion issues. And as soon as I ask them, "Are you okay when you go back to India?" Like, "Yeah, I can digest milk. It's just the milk. It's the milk type." Sad, doctors don't recommend that or don't tell you about that. But please, if you are considering absolutely going dairy free, just because you are thinking you're lactose intolerant, I don't think that could be the case. Just try A2 milk and you should be fine. Probably should be fine. It's not even lactose intolerant. Okay, so let's see, where were we? Yes, we were talking about diet sodas. So, or diet anything, artificial sweetness. Again, studio number 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. Yes, studio number to get in touch with me. If you're interested in a complete weight loss program where I work out with you, you work out with me, I'll be your coach for a complete course. Mostly a lot of our courses are 3-month courses where I will be a coach, pushing you, coaching you, motivating you, working out with you, measuring you, whatever it takes so that I make you lose weight. So if you're interested in a program like this, get healthy. You know all these things that I share on the radio with you. We talk about nutrition, where I give you specific meal plans to follow. So all these things that we follow, if you're interested in being a part of a complete weight loss program with me, you're welcome to give me a call, 408-320-8111. Again, 408-320-8111. Or you can also visit my website to get information, Rachna Radio, Rachna, rachnaradio.com. We're going to be talking to Kalyan. Hi, Kalyan. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I have a question regarding the A2 milk.
Yes.
So I have a little bit of high triglycerides. So is A2 milk safe for me, or do I have to take like a fat-free version of A2 milk if it's available?
Nope. Like I said, I've discussed this so many times. Fat is not what makes people's triglyceride go higher. What makes people's triglycerides go higher is wrong carbs, wrong sugar, and also wrong fat. Fat is never going to make your triglycerides go higher as long as it's good fat. So if you're getting a little fat from the milks, and that's something I suggest always people, there's no reason if you keep drinking there's so many researches shown that fat-free milk, there's no way that people who drink fat-free milk are healthier than people who drink fat milk. So there's no reason. So having said that, what I would definitely, if you have high triglycerides, you want to make sure that there should be no vegetable oil in the house. All your cooking should be either happening in olive oil or coconut oil or maybe avocado oil, but no cooking in any kind of vegetable oil. That is what is going to make your triglycerides go lower. What is going to make your triglycerides go lower is absolutely minimal sugar, minimal carbs, as much as you can. But again, just cutting a little fat from the diet is not going to help it. So keep the little fat coming in the body because it's good for you.
Okay. So 1 cup of A2 milk once a day is okay for me, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for the
You're
information.
welcome. Thank you for calling.
Bye.
Thank you for calling. Yeah, so I'm going to repeat my thing again. What is making people fat? What is making people triglycerides go higher? What is making people's cholesterol go higher? What is making people diabetic is not fat. It is not fat. It's been said and proven so many times, but कहाँ से गलत information शुरू हुई है? I don't know how to go back. I mean, we've talked about this. I've talked about so many studies and researches and papers and whatnot. But again, however back we go, but this is not the fact that's been fed into us for such a long time. कि fat मत खाओ. सारे लोग कहते हैं हम तो बहुत ही कम oil में खाना बनाते हैं. It's it doesn't do anything. And you know it for yourself. ये जितने लोग हैं जो कहते हैं बहुत कम oil में खाना बनाते हैं. A lot of these people, not that they're really thin and healthy. So fat is not what is making you fat. It's the wrong carbs, wrong fat, wrong, of course, sugar, and many other things. And, of course, lack of exercise. But a little fat is definitely good for you. So, okay, so we were talking about, I know I wanted to talk quite a bit about this. I don't know how much time I have remaining for this. But, again, like I was talking about diet, risks of having any kind of diet something. So drinking just one artificial sweetened beverage a day can increase the risk of stroke and dementia by 3 times. That's a pretty high number. So that was the stroke number. Now let's make a link at the dementia number. Dementia link. Diet sodas are designated to drink. They're designed to tricks. What they do, they trick the brain into thinking it's getting an extra dose of glucose, right? Isn't that what you feel जब आप diet soda पीते हो या कोई चीनी डाल के स्प्लेंडा डाल के अपनी चाय में डालते हो तो एकदम चाय बहुत मीठी लगती है. अब वो मीठी कहाँ से आ रही है? चीनी तो नहीं है. बट ब्रेन को तो फिर भी लग रहा है, दिमाग को तो फिर भी लगा है कि चीनी आई है क्योंकि स्वीटनेस है, राइट? तो दिमाग को फिर भी लगेगा चीनी आई है. So what it happens, it tricks the brain into believing and tricks our body into believing that even if you're not getting sugar, it thinks I'm getting a high dose of sugar. So that means the body quickly shoots out a lot of insulin क्योंकि उसको लगता है इतनी सारी चीनी आई है, the body is going to shoot because that's what the body does. The mechanism है जब आपकी बॉडी में चीनी होती है, बॉडी आपकी ब्लड में इंसुलिन डालती है. इंसुलिन का काम होता है सारी चीनी को लेके जाना, take it away, right? To store it as fat. Okay, but even if it's not real sugar, but the body still thinks sugar आई है, so it still shoots insulin out in the bloodstream. So how is it helping you, right? So the reason people have diabetes not just because उन्होंने चीनी खाई, the reason people have diabetes कि उनके बॉडी में कितनी इंसुलिन ऊपर नीचे जा रही है. So अगर artificial sweetener, क्योंकि और ज्यादा मीठे होते हैं आर्टिफिशियल स्वीटनर टेस्ट बड्स के लिए, तो और ज्यादा इंसुलिन शूट होगी, तो डायबिटीज किस एंगल से कम होगी? आई डू नॉट गेट इट. आई डोंट गेट इट. एंड आई स्टिल नो अ लॉट ऑफ डॉक्टर्स who are still recommending the patients to have Splenda just because they are asking the patients to lose weight, and they've been asking the patients to now start taking Splenda क्योंकि regular चीनी मत लो क्योंकि उनको diabetes है. I mean, seriously. I don't know where to go with this, but like I said, it's bad. Let's go make another link with heart attack. So what I'm talking about is all diet sweetness, heart attack. Research that included about 60,000 women who were followed for 10 years found that drinking just some kind of diet drinks with some kind of diet sweeteners a day can dramatically increase your risk of early death from heart disease. People with type 2 diabetes are often advised, like I said, like I just mentioned, right? They're often advised to consume artificial sweeteners in lieu of sugar. But research shows that consumption of diet soda at least daily or at least once a day is associated with 36% increased risk of metabolic syndrome and 67% increased risk of type 2 diabetes. And I just explained you why. क्योंकि आपने बॉडी को फेक शुगर दी है, बट बॉडी को तो लगा है कि चीनी आई है, तो बॉडी उतनी तो इंसुलिन आपके ब्लड में डालेगी. जितनी इंसुलिन ऊपर नीचे जाती है, डायबिटीज इज कंट्रोल्ड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ कि आपने चीनी कितनी डाली थी स्पेसिफिकली. सो डिप्रेशन इज अनदर लिंक. According to a study, those who drank more than 4 cans or glasses of diet soda or artificially sweetened beverages a day had nearly 30% higher risk of depression. 30%, that's a pretty high number. Okay. Diet soda or diet anything can also make you gain weight. So if you're drinking diet drinks, any kind of artificially sweetened, Splenda, aspartame wali, koi bhi cheese, to avoid all the calories in the sugar sweetened stuff, you may be surprised to learn that like regular soda, diet sodas, and diet anything is also linked to weight gain. A study tested sucralose, जिसमें Splenda hota hai, of course, right, on stem cells taken from human fat tissue and revealed that a dose similar to what would be found in the blood of someone who drinks about 3 to 4 cans of soda a day, it increased the fat in the cells quite a bit, about 10 times more. Another one I wanted to mention, diet soda can also harm fertility. In fact, India ka doctor hai, Dr. Arvind Ved, I guess, according to Indian doctor, Dr. Arvind Ved, and who is an IVF expert at India, almost, as per I'm going to read out his statement, and he said that almost all of the soft drinks and sodas contain aspartame, which is linked to many health problems, including infertility and miscarriages. He also said that excess consumption leads to hormonal imbalance and fluctuation that causes ovarian disorders and worsens PMS symptoms. Further, the acidic nature of the soda may also alter the pH level of the body, which can also harm the sperm cells. So there are just too many reasons for you to go to your grocery shelf or your pantry or your kitchen and throw out all those artificial sweeteners out of the body. I've given you plenty of reasons today. So if you're still putting that Splenda or sucralose or some kind of aspartame in your chai, coffee, diet drinks, diet soda, diet this, diet that, I've given you plenty of reasons why you just should stop it right away. Not even one more cup should be going in your body. Just way too much bad happening over there. So, okay. I'll probably share what you could be doing. I know it's still about a minute or two remaining of my show, but I'll probably share with you next week on what you could be doing instead. So if you're still addicted to those things, अब जाके regular soda तो नहीं शुरू कर दोगे उतनी. I'll give you a bunch of ideas maybe next week on that. Since I'm just about finishing the show for today, again, आप सुन रहे थे Rachna को Rachna's Fitness Show पे. I'm the owner of Rachna's Wellness that was started more than 11 years ago. I've been coming here every Wednesday for more than about 7-8 years now. Every Wednesday we'll take your live calls. If you're interested in a complete weight loss loss program. We do have a post-pregnancy weight loss program, a complete 3-month weight loss program for women, and also a Just Abs Level 2 for men and women starting on June 15th. If you're interested in being a part of this program, you're definitely welcome to give me a call. It is a program that I work with you completely to change you. I'm going to start you with your measurements, complete weight loss program where I'm going to work with exercises. You're going to you can of course attend the program with me at my center, or if you're not available, you can also attend the complete program जहाँ आपकी सारी coaching, आपकी सारी exercises आप मेरे साथ घर से perform करेंगे, and at the same time आपको सारे complete healthy देसी meal plans भी मिलेंगे. So again, to get registered, give me a call 408-320-8111, 408-320-8111, or visit my website rachnaradio.com. I'll be again here next Wednesday. Till then, keep fit and keep working out.